I think it's very interesting that we use the word success so much in our day-to-day conversations. We use it as if we dominate the concept, the idea of what it means to be successful. But I don't think that we do. I don't think that we really understand it, at least not entirely. Because in modern society, the idea of a successful person is someone who is either wealthy or famous, or a combination of those two things. But if you were to get a little curious and look up what it means to succeed or what it means to be successful in a dictionary, it actually says to accomplish an aim or a purpose. And that's a very interesting word, to accomplish a purpose. There's of course an argument to be made about the relevant point that theory can sometimes not precede practicality, meaning that it doesn't matter what the dictionary says if that is not the way we use the word. But that is not my point, and obviously not what I'm trying to fight against. It's almost as if we don't really know what we are supposed to be succeeding at. Imagine I'm talking about a job. You have a boss and he gives you a task, something that you must do. But he never explains to you, at least not clearly, what it means to have an optimal result, what that is supposed to look like when it's all said and done. And what I'm trying to say is that I believe that we all have the capability of being really good at what we want to do. We all have the means and the skills to achieve success. But we first need to know what success means and need to learn how to identify that personal truth. I think it was Albert Einstein that said that if you were to judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it would live his whole life thinking that it was very stupid. And as cliche as that does sound, it makes a lot of sense, because a lot of us are not quick enough to realize the wisdom in that little piece of information, in that little nugget that became a meme. My point is that maybe it's time well spent to think about what success means to you, what it means for you to be successful. But not with the goggles that society has given us, with the Kardashians and the luxurious life and the boats and the yachts, but something a little more significant, I believe, something a little more pragmatic. Because when it's time for us to retire the jersey, so to speak, and to clock out, and when we are getting ready to leave absolutely nothing behind but memories and those who love us, how are we going to be remembered? Are we going to be remembered as successful people? And of course, the answer to the question is completely personal. And it might even be extremely different for one person to the next. But at the same time, I believe there is some common ground, because all of us want to be remembered as people who were loved. All of us want to be remembered as people who contributed to, if not to society, to our own families and to our friends. And I want to believe that all of us want to be remembered as successful. And I go back to the first thing I was talking about, which is, what does it mean to be successful? In essence, it just means to achieve a goal, to accomplish an aim, and serve a purpose. So I guess the first question we should be answering is, what is my purpose? Now that's something to think about.